Nintendo has such a big catalog of games and characters and franchises that they probably have you by the balls, and they will yank that chain anytime that they release anything, and that includes their new console. Even if Nintendo treats its user base like the dirty little boys they are, you are still going to have white tears running down your leg when they drop something with Mario in it. The reason I bring this up is because there was recently a direct for the Switch 2 that revealed some pretty damning information for anyone that wanted to buy it, so let me just get straight into it. But first, you have to like this video. Let's get to 450 likes because that's the price of the Nintendo Switch. Let's get 450 likes. Alright, so first in the direct, Nintendo revealed a lot of the pricing of both the console and its games, and the console cost a whopping $450 fucking on release. That's insane. The new Switch is so expensive that's $50 more than a PS5 digital. Like, you get a PS5 for cheaper than you get a new fucking Switch. It's $150 more than the original. The original was $300. Oh, no, but they got that enhanced rumble. Let me tell you, dude, the rumble is so fucking good. Really justifies the $150. Dude, that rumble is going to come a key part in every game you play. I know the big reason the price is more is because, like, the better hardware, you run games better, but like, look at the graphics on the games. It does not look better than, it doesn't even look that much better than the original Switch, even the Wii U. Like, it doesn't look that much better. Like, it runs in 60 FPS and it's 1080. That's basically it. And since it's like Nintendo and it's like a family console, whatever, like, a lot of these games aren't going to be pushing that hardware, right? They're not gonna be pushing games like super graphically. I mean, look at the new Mario Kart, dude. It looks like damn near identical to Mario Kart 8, and that released 11 fucking years ago. How do you drop something that looks the exact same as a game that released 2 console generations ago? It looks, there's no fucking improvement here. Like, I honestly wouldn't even mind dropping $500 on a bundle with like the controller, the console, and the game or whatever, but like, Nintendo is smoking crack if they think $80 is reasonable for literally any of their fucking games. I don't give a shit about Mario Kart 9 being open world. It's not $80 worthy. Fuck, most of these games aren't even worth $60. A lot of games that are $60 I'm waiting to go on sale. Dude, 80 is fucking insane. And in the past, Nintendo don't ever really drop the prices on their first party titles ever, so you'll probably be waiting until the Switch 3 to get a discount on all this stuff. And that's $80 for digital, so it'll probably be closer to $90 to $100 for the physical version of the game. $100 goddamn dollars for a game. Not even 10 years ago. If you paid $100 for a game, you'd get all the DLC, you'd get pre-order bonuses, you'd get in-game skins, you get an art book, you get pins, and you get a signed picture of Miyamoto's fucking pecker. If I'm paying $100 for one game, it better get a fleshlight attachment that syncs to the game. Shit better change my religious view from how awesome it is. I want to literally feel like I am Mario. I want to feel like the Mario brother if I'm paying a king's ransom to play as him. We're going back to the days where you'd have one single game for your console and you'd only get a new one if you'd beat it 15 times over. We're probably gonna go back to renting games like Blockbuster in a fucking couple of years there. Honestly, they're lucky that they put this on April 2nd, because if this was released the day before, we would have thought these prices were a fucking April Fool's joke. And if you're Canadian, forget about it. Forget about ever playing a Nintendo game again. Forget about gaming as a whole. Blank it from your memory. You're never gonna play a Nintendo game ever again. It's $130 in Bob LePont rinky tink fucking Canuck bucks. You are never playing a fucking video game ever again. Oh, you thought this was over. You thought we thought we were done talking here. You thought this was just it for the Switch, right? You thought this was the only bad part about it. No, of course not. Of course not. We're talking about Nintendo here. Like, of course that's not it. So if you have a Switch 1 game and you want to play that game on a Switch 2, you can, but if you want the game to actually take advantage of the Switch 2's hardware, you have to pay an upgrade fee. You literally have to pay money to allow your Switch 2 to run your Switch 1 games at a higher frame rate. Literally, the only selling point of this hunk of plastic is that it could run games slightly better, and you're going to paywall that reason. What the fuck? The price of the upgrade hasn't been officially announced yet, but judging by Kirby and the Forgotten Land being $80 re-released on the Switch, it's pretty safe to say that it's going to be $60 for the original game plus another $20 for the upgrade. So you're paying $20 for it. And mind you, they probably aren't gonna go back and like make all the textures HD. These aren't remakes, these aren't remasters. They're probably not going and adding any like substantial like content or extra levels or anything. Like, so they've made a console that has the ability to run things at 60 FPS and 1080p, but will charge you $20 per game to do it. Mind you, these are games that have already charged you $60 in the past to buy them before, and another $4.50 on top of it to actually buy the fucking console, but $20 to raise the frame rate. I'm surprised they didn't charge you for each step you took on the way out of the GameStop while you were buying this fucking console. Oh my god. You can't have shit on the Switch 2 without paying out the ass for it. Their welcome tour, which is basically just a tech demo and instruction manual, is a paid add-on. You have to pay for a manual. This shit is bare bones as hell too. Most of these games don't even look like games. They look like fucking Flash games I could have been playing on coolmath.com. Hell, one of the games is you shake maracas to test out their enhanced rumble, whatever, and you get dialogue boxes that point out the amazing new features that most of the games probably won't fucking use. The only games I ever saw that used the rumble was 1-2-Switch, and that game was literally just PNGs of Shutterstock actors. So I highly doubt that this fucking groundbreaking rumble technology is going to make its way into like 90% of the fucking game catalog. This really shouldn't be a paid add-on to play with the new features of your console. Remember when the PlayStation dropped and it had Astro's Playroom for free? Remember when every Wii had Wii Sports in it and it was one of the most beloved and fun games on the console? Yeah, me neither, I guess. Just blanked from my memory. Men in Black just erased from my mind. Like, imagine if you're on your 3DS and you had to pay to play Face Raiders. At this point, I'm shocked the rumble isn't a paid feature. I'm surprised using the console isn't a paid feature. At this point, they should charge $5 per hour for you to use the console. To be on par with the other shit they're doing here. Last thing I want to talk about here, the game carts. Some, and by some, I'm assuming most of the bigger first-party titles, since this is a cartridge storage limitation thing, most of them will be sold only in these new things called game key carts. So instead of just having all the data on the cartridge and loading it immediately, it's basically just a voucher to download the game from online. Not only that, you also have to leave the cart inside the console while you're playing. So you have the game digitally downloaded, but you still have to swap out the cart whenever you want to play anything else. What the fuck is the point of this? It just sucks no matter who you are. If you're a digital collector, then you probably don't want this useless fucking hunk of plastic penetrating into your console they have to take out every time you want to play a different game. And if you're a physical collector, you don't want a digital download code that gives you a middle finger to game reservation. Not like Nintendo gives a fuck about that. We've long gone past that point. Vim's Lair is a example of them not giving a fuck about game preservation. If they can't charge $60 for a port of something you already own, then the game might as well not fucking exist to them. They'll make sure of it by wiping out every goddamn trace of it from the internet. Even though the Switch could natively run GameCube and Wii games on Mario All-Stars, they still never had a catalog for them or really even ported any of them. Out of the ones they did, you got Sunshine, which got basically no graphical updates and you can't even play anymore because of fucking FOMO. Thousand Year Door, which looks a fair amount nicer, but still $60 for a game that's old enough to drink. And you have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which, again, no graphical updates at all. The fucking sun is missing in some of the levels, but it's still $60. They can't even get a Wii port correct. They literally have missing. Playing this game on Dolphin is more accurate than playing shit on the Switch remaster at this point. Yeah, I'm happy that the Switch 2 is launching with GameCube games and their Nintendo Online, whatever. But like, I mean, the game list was pretty damn small, especially off rip. And like, they introduced like 5 GameCube games that they drop on launch and be like, oh, we're dropping new ones. We're dropping them later. Like, they're already been made. The games are already fucking like in existence. You just put them on there from the get-go. Why you hold out on it? Why fucking FOMO lock it? Well, I know the reason. It's greed. Everything I've mentioned here is because Nintendo wanted more money out of you. But I'm saying just logistical reason of it. Like, I just can't get excited about it because they literally let you buy these games outright over a decade ago on the Wii and the Wii U eShop. And once you bought them, you just play them for as long as you wanted. There wasn't this subscription service timer looming over your head. And it certainly didn't bungle in a bunch of bullshit that you didn't want, so you have to pay more. Why pay $20 for a digital copy of a GameCube game when you can make someone drop $50 per year on a shit booty ass game library and the ability to play games online, period, at all? Yes, it has triple digit ping. No, people won't buy an Ethernet cord. Fuck no, they won't. After buying the console, the only thing they have in their wallet is a piece of gum, a paperclip, and dust. You think they afford a fucking Ethernet cord? They can't even afford the games now. Overall, the Switch 2 looks pretty fucking bleak, especially just from this Nintendo Direct alone. It doesn't look good. And I'd say wait for it to go on sale, but knowing Nintendo, that isn't going to happen until I'm pushing 30. Like, I might just be jaded and depressed by gaming as a whole, but I just can't help that Microsoft just gave up on making games. Sony has no games whatsoever, and Nintendo has the only developers that have an ounce of whimsy or fun. If I can't run RetroArch on it, then I don't really see this console really being that worth it to me, and I'd say don't buy it, but judging how much money Pokemon games make despite them being buggy and terrible looking, then I'd see the Nintendo Switch being the highest selling console of all time, and the Switch 3 will probably have $150 games that people will still buy. Anyway, that's all I really had to say. Thank you to my patrons here, Jack, Lance Rockhard, and Catco Meow. You guys are awesome. You get early access to vids, uncensored vids, and a booster-only channel on my Discord. Join my Discord if you want to interact with the community, like the video if you want to see more, subscribe if you want to be alerted for new vids, comment your favorite Nintendo game, and I will see you guys later.